Everything that comes from up there goes to every car. Everything that they sprinkle from up there goes to everyone else in this building. It goes to the cars. It goes to everybody else on this property, except without, with the exception of my son and me. It goes everywhere else. Abracadabra. So the more sprinkled dust for the cars on Northwest Parkway to follow them. Anywho, so who's up there now? So one of the, as far as I know, the tenant that is residing in the unit above my son's unit, she just left. I mean, as far as I know, I mean, because at this point, I do realize that I could have been lied to about virtually everything. Okay, so you know, as far as I know, as far as I've been told, okay, she just left because I was outside doing some clearing around my son's unit, since I know that these people have essentially been putting shit in and on and around his unit. Okay. So I was just doing some continued basic clearing because, like, again, they're up there. I told you all, they're up there making the noises and doing the spells. They were doing it even still after I finished the last live. So now when I came back in and I saw the one that I thought that that's her apartment, again, I could be wrong. I thought that that was her apartment. And, you know, she drives the white car. Because I was going up the stairs and she came down the stairs and I was like doing the clearing from whatever people have been doing. And I came back inside my son's unit. And guess what? I heard the noise again because you know what? A psychotic can't help themselves. See, this is where all these people went wrong. This is where they all went wrong. Loose cannons, not tempered. They can't help themselves. They can't control themselves. This is possibly why whoever that is that's up there in this now moment got kicked out of a whole nother cult in another state. Because they're loose cannon. They don't have no temperance. Listen, I don't agree with cult and cult behavior. You know, y'all already know I'm not really one to feel like I should benefit or anybody else should benefit off of causing intentional harm to other people. But there are still some cults that's got a level of wisdom where they realize, like, okay, you ain't gonna be no secret side no more. You keep the fuck acting like that. You're not gonna be no more because you're making the shit obvious. Your motherfuckers is loose cannons just like your ass. You got Rico's bringing his stumpy ass out here, walking up and down over here by, where my son, near my son's bedroom is. He's one of the main ones that would come out with their dogs and shit, just so happened. Now, this is what you all need to know. He has a motorcycle, and on his motorcycle, he has a cross, like the crucifix and so forth. I'm not hating on that. I'm making a point here. What does this tell you that this is possibly about? Okay. Hate crimes based on spirituality, based on lies that have been told them about me, which is true of the thing that's upstairs currently, possibly. Because, see, I don't know, again, smoke and mirrors, Ursula Sea Witch, Loki, okay? I was told that the young lady, and I don't know if she's young, I could just be calling her young. To me, she looks young, but, I could be wrong. Could be genetics. Okay, that the young lady that drives the white car. She has like she goes bald and she has blonde currently. Okay, that's her style. I was told that that was her unit. Okay, she ain't there. She left. Remember I told y'all they would like cycle out different people. Remember I was saying how like that's like a congregating. I think they like, you know, like there's an agreement to do so. Who that? With the spaceship. It's probably one of the code members. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I am not intimidated. If I'm not intimidated by the cops, bitch, if I'm not, and it needs to be clear to all beings, because if I will walk up to a cop car, it should tell you something about me. People thought that my restraint meant weak. They thought it meant scared. So who's up there? Okay. Now the chick with the tan compass, you know, they're all on that same floor. Them and they dudes and shit. The chick with the black Centra also on the other side. Like I said, with they dudes. The motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? On first floor. With the green car and with the black, you know what I'm saying? You know, whoop. They're not there. I'm trying to help y'all understand something. Okay? All I can say is this. Currently, they're vehicles. I need to rephrase that because, you know, smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. Tricks. So from what it looks like, they could have let one of the cult leaders that's broke use the vehicle while they stay inside and be the noisemaker spellcaster person for the next 4 hours. Until the next person can come in on duty. Who's up there right now? Who's Alex? Who's playing Alex's role right now upstairs? Which one of Mr. Baum's people is up there right now? Which one of his house slaves is up there? Huh? Which one? Who up there right now? Who up there right now? Who up there right now? Who right now? Which one of them house niggas is up there? I talk like that, y'all think that's vulgar, huh? But you know what's vulgar? What's vulgar is all of these people that's driving and that's been a part of this actually have convinced themselves this is something good to do. That's vulgar. That's a vulgar behavior. Not my language. My language is fitting for the barbarians that's involved. So the whole project is to get me to look some kind of way. This is an epic fail. It's going to be an epic fail. It's an epic fail. Because I'm not spazzing out. I'm not. See, this is the fascinating. My energy is actually, since I've been working really hard, like almost around the clock, because of the fact that I know what we're surrounded by. That means I'm constantly having something playing, adjusting something, because I realize that essentially there is a full-fledged, full-on staff that's essentially designed and assigned to be doing something around the clock. So that's not what I am. I've gone through those phases now. I've I've transmuted those, the shock, the the fawn, the all of the things in which they keep trying to do in order to keep me in the first place. Oh, I dealt with it full on. Full on, baby. It's not the hurt is gone. Like it ain't even that no more. See, this is why they need to be concerned. They all do. So I'm not hurt. I'm not wounded warrior. I'm not holding my head spinning. I'm not going, oh my God. I'm like, nigga. I'm like, yeah, I'll play that game. Very well. I'll play professional. Like, look at that. What was that? The little does he does? I don't know. The bitch might be hiding right now. Anywho, it's already decreed that all the shit that they sprinkle from upstairs goes to every vehicle that's stalking me past the Northwest Parkway, baby. Now, 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 now. That's how I fucking roll. That's how I fucking roll. I'm gonna alchemize this shit. Oh, you wants to do some shit? And then send you little puppets. This shit gonna follow every vehicle that's involved with that shit. Did you hear me specify? If they're not involved, they don't have nothing to worry about. I'm not a loose cannon. They are. They're the ones out here wilding out, doing shit to innocent people because they woke up on the wrong side of the goddamn bed. And because some nigga don't want them. Or because they ain't finna be the next new starlet. Or because they don't want to get caught for stealing shit. Or don't want to let go of what was never theirs. That ain't my vibe. I don't have no desire and intention just to be sitting up out here on some loose, some crazy shit and just fucking up shit. Just fucking up lives. Just fucking up lives on some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Just out here spewing out shit. Ah! You know what I'm saying? This is an innocent being. Nope. I have enough wisdom. What I do is threaded with a safety proof. It's to be alchemized when folks ain't got shit to do with it because it's not everybody that's driving up and down the street. I know that. Not everybody even know anything about it. But a whole lot of them do, baby. And for those, they know who they are. They can bet they bottom goddamn dollar that shit's falling in their car. That little poison is gonna go on to that house of theirs. You don't fucking come from me and my son life and think it's gonna be okay. Not for very long. Thinking I'm gonna just sit back and be like, whoop, hell to the nizal. Very well, I'm gonna use the investment against them then. Very well, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, bitch. Yeah, yeah. It's going to the benefactors too. Yeah, that's right. It's going to the head. Because I've commanded that. I commanded that. Oh, you want to hire some little weak-minded motherfuckers? Well, it's still coming to your house. It's coming. It's coming to your house. You want to exploit your power? Yeah, okay, we got something for you then. You want to exploit your resources and your networks and connects? Okay, very well. Just go ahead, take everybody out with you. Very well. As they wish. I am not the fault, the cause of that motherfucker's daddy dying or no one else dying. I'm going to say it again. I am not the cause or behind his dad dying. The motherfucker is a narcissist. Just like I am not the cause of what happened to my middle niece, her son. I am not the cause of my in-law, my brother-in-law. Oh, hear it good, motherfuckers. Hear it good, motherfuckers. I am not the cause of, I have a brother-in-law. Well, I don't know, like technically at this point, because there could have been some divorces. So like I had to pause. I'm like, well, I don't know. I know. Well, at some point he was, he was at some point my brother-in-law. Okay. Now, I am not the cause of anything to do with any odd and weird, maybe misfortune that he has experienced, or his, the one that he references as his wife or his children. If he, if any of his children has some weird sickness come upon them, or his wife, I'm not the cause of that. I'm not behind that. That ain't something I paid for or conjured. That's not something I went to some practitioner in New Orleans or in the Caribbean or in Florida, Jamaica, Africa, Nigeria. That's not something that I did. That's not something I am behind. That's not even something that resonates with who I am. Weird motherfuckers. I'm not behind that. I'm also not behind my father passing. The man that I grew up to believe was my dad. I'm not behind none of that. If there was any weirdy, if people are feeling some kind of way, or they think that I did some sickness on, like any weird vibe, I'm not the one. They got the wrong one. I'm saying all this to say because enough. Me and my ancestral team is like, enough of this bullshit. Enough of this smoke and mirrors, this scapegoating, this gaslighting, this bullshit. And then people be hiding behind a fake ass Christianity, behind a fake ass spirituality, behind a fake ass decency, while simultaneously stalking a disabled young man and the only woman on the earth that gives two flying fucks about him. But you all, they got social media platforms and businesses and Reiki centers. They're prominent members of society. They're managers and directors. Yet they have used their resources and assets to hire a bunch of lowlives to come for me and my goddamn son. To tell everybody to essentially not work with me, not, basically to make my life virtually impossible to live so that they can entrap me. Racketeering niggas. Racketeering house niggas. But convincing the world that I am toxic, and it was easy to do. It was cinchy to do when people have a fake persona that they have established for 30 years. They want me mad and angry and wild and out, but see, the thing is, that's not really happening no more. That's not what's happening now. I'm speaking quite intelligently, and I have my capacities. So this poisoning of me, because that's what these people have done, they have poisoned me and my son several occasions. And they continue to attempt to do so through their networks. They have given my information, my picture, my son's information and picture all throughout the Southeast Texas area, so that anything we do and anywhere we go by way of putting us on a watch list. So this is why it doesn't matter if I get approved to be a living aid. It doesn't matter if we relocate to a different location. We've done that. The problem is we're going to have to get to the head of this shit. That's what I'm going to fucking do. Because there's 1,000 pygmishas in the greater Southeast Texas area. And 1,000 Tobys in this motherfucker as well. Kunta Kinte shit. With 1,000 Tobys in the greater Southeast Texas area that will do anything to get them rims. To get that car on fleek. So that's not going to be the answer. The answer is not going to be in me just simply, oh, just moving really. Nah, because it follows. These people are deranged. They apparently have a fucking problem. Okay? My son don't owe, if just for the record, he don't owe any of these people anything. He don't have any monies that he skipped out on. Not that that would make any of this okay. He don't owe any of these motherfuckers shit. He ain't in arrears. He didn't damage these people's property, and yet they trashy ass thought it was a good idea. All because of what? I'm going to make the world fucking look at it. I said, if me and my son suffers, and motherfuckers trying to sacrifice us for their kibbles and bits so that they can have a fucking come up, bitch, then I'm going to fuck it up for everybody. I'ma fuck it up for everybody. Ain't nobody gonna be able to sit in ease, in peace, and comfort. Everybody will be on edge forever until, bitch. And if, again, and I'm gonna say it this way, and if, so follow me, those of you who like, smartersons, and if Marlena is anywhere on this goddamn property, you understand me? Do you understand? I said if now, for those of y'all who may be saying, you know what, she don't, okay, so I'll play with your little head psychological warfare shit. Okay, so, and if these motherfuckers, if she is on this property and working with these people, Like I said, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make problems. Simple as that. Accessory. Because if she's wanted somewhere else and the corruption in this space is aiding and abetting an accessory, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. As long as me and my son is being held up, inconvenienced, bullied, tortured, terrorized, stalked, our energy violated, people attempting to poison us, don't want to let me have a moment to myself. Cop come out on fucking Thanksgiving when it's a whole fucking ghost town, bitch. You ain't even got now, nobody now, nothing. As long as our resources and our shit, listen, these bitches stole shit from me. Motherfuckers could have got away with shit scot clean, but they pissed me off. They done pissed me off. Because I ain't a thirsty bitch anyway. See, my life ain't tied to me happening to be keeping up with the Carters, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, bitch, or any other famous motherfuckers in the world. My life ain't tied to I gotta have a Tesla. My life ain't tied to I gotta get, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have the bombest body. I gotta have the bombest this and that and whoop. And so you don't want to on fleek, bitch. You know what I'm saying? My life ain't tied to that shit. My life ain't tied to that shit. My identity ain't tied to it. My confidence ain't tied to it, nigga. I don't need to be the queen bee. I don't need to be the queen bee, bitch. And as a result, I'm a little scared little girl and gotta pay people to get rid of anybody I feel may take away my shine. My identity is not tied to this stuff. Ain't tied to none of it. I'm not the one out here then sold every ounce of my humanity so that I can have a nice car. While simultaneously talking about Jesus, please protect my children. Jesus, please protect my kids. Protect Jesus. Say Jesus. Please protect. And then stalking some lady and some disabled person who they done wreck shot all over the fuck so they can make it seem like they just need to be put in some institution and they mama fuck that over my dead body. And not even then. Yeah, Mr. Bounds referenced my son and said shit like, welcome to Earth. Why did he say that? What was he told? Does he know something? Who told him that? Why did he reference, why would he say that to a person? white privilege, white entitlement, slave. We ain't your fucking slaves, and you gonna get schooled. Modern day slavery is racketeering. It's people making deals for insurance money, gifts, inheritances to basically either restrict somebody to some kind of a imprisonment or restrictions and limitations. That's modern day slavery because it's coercive control, making their life impossible so for the goal. And I'm gonna fuck this shit up for everybody, one way or the other, by any means necessary. By any means necessary. If my son and I have to be inconvenienced, then I'm gonna make an inconvenience for everybody. I'm not gonna make it easy. If our life is being compromised, then everybody's life that's involved must be compromised. Yeah, that. If my health and well-being, his, our lives matter just as much, if not more, than these trashy motherfuckers. All they are is nothing but a bunch of consumers, highfalutin children in adults' body with a whole lot of money and toys to play with, but never grew up and became a bully, a spiritual bully, a religious bully, a political bully. Finish him. 762-468-621. Abracadabra, him. 111, that white car, that white truck, get his ass. If he innocent, then alchemize. But chances are I'm on the money. Every sprinkle around here towards my son and me is a sprinkle that's going to the head honcho and they little monkeys. They little monkeys. They're little performing monkeys. And they seed. See, my son is my seed. And since they thought it was okay to fuck with my seed, then it's okay for my people to fuck with theirs. And when I say my people, let's just say the originals. Since they felt like they can sleep at night, ceremonial ritual abuse on my son all this time and draining him, like that was okay, then it's okay for their seed to be attacked. It is okay for their seed to be done exactly the fuck how my son was done and is being done, and this shall be so. And don't come in here giving me that fake, spiritual, fake, woke, kumbaya, bless the Lord, oh my soul shit. If your life is under siege and your children's life is under siege and people are making money off of you being under siege, people are building their empires, getting their rents paid, getting cars, getting surgeries, getting all these spiffs, I highly doubt that you will be talking to any of the bullshit you want. Now, as I am aware, whatever is upstairs is doing rituals and trying to do the same things that they've been doing since forever. You all must start asking some serious questions. For those of you who are not altogether fucked, for those of you who have not altogether sold out, you better move fast. You better start asking some serious questions goddamn fast, or you're going to go down with them. I've given you that, so that is final. You hear this video, you see this video, and you haven't sold out all the way, then you have heard, you better get your ass. You better get your ass the fuck up out this shit. And you, if you know what's good for you, better hurry up and do the honorable thing for your ass. Cause little Miss Nut Nut and their benefactor ain't gonna be able to do shit. And I don't care who they know. In a police station, in government, in Hollywood. Who's upstairs now playing the role of Alex from Fatal Attraction? Who's upstairs now bumping on the floor, doing spells? Who's upstairs now possibly signaling to their minions to walk about chanting and sprinkling and signaling shit? Who's upstairs now?